the victorious, the people who will finally win will be the believers, the muttaqoon, the people who have taqwa, the people who are conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a promise. This formula is going to work. The formula of Prophet Musa alayhi salam is going to work.
الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين. وقال الملأ من قوم فرعون أتذر موسى وقومه ليفسدوا في الأرض ويذرك وآلهتك قال سنقتل أبناءهم ونستحيي نساءهم وإنا فوقهم قاهرون. قال موسى لقومه استعينوا بالله واصبروا إن الأرض لله يورثها من يشاء من عباده والعاقبة للمتقين. قالوا أوذينا من قبل أن تأتينا ومن بعد ما جئتنا قال عسى ربكم أن يهلك عدوكم ويستخلفكم في الأرض فينظر كيف تعملون. ولقد أخذنا آل فرعون بالسنين ونقص من الثمرات لعلهم يذكرون. فإذا جاءتهم الحسنة قالوا لنا هذه وإن تصبهم سيئة يطيروا بموسى ومن معه ألا إنما طائرهم عند الله ولكن أكثرهم لا يعلمون. وقالوا مهما تأتنا به من آية لتسحرنا بها فما نحن لك بمؤمنين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على أشرف الأنبياء والمرسلين سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه ومن تبعهم بإحسان إلى يوم الدين. أما بعد, السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. My dear brothers, we are going to continue with our journey in Surah Al-A'raf. And this morning we are beginning from Ayah 127. وقال الملأ من قوم فرعون أتذر موسى وقومه ليفسدوا في الأرض ويذرك وآلهتك. But in order to understand what we are going to talk about today, we also have to remind ourselves what we talked about yesterday. Remember yesterday, the Sahara, the magicians that were working for Fir'aun at the beginning, the magicians who were working for Fir'aun at the beginning, after they have seen what Musa alayhi salam has done, and they have recognized and realized that this was beyond magic, this was something more powerful than just magic, they have believed in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then after that, Fir'aun has threatened them immediately and promised them that he was going to punish them and persecute them and kill them. And now the advisors of Fir'aun, they're going to advise him and they're going to say to him the following. وَقَالَ الْمَلَأُ مِنْ قَوْمِ فِرْعَوْنَ. Right now, Fir'aun has lost the battle. What battle has he lost? The battle of fighting against Musa, or falsehood fighting against the truth. And the truth has triumphed. So the truth has become has succeeded. So right now what is going to happen, the truth has succeeded. What's going to happen is that Fir'aun wants to use his power, because he doesn't have any good arguments. He doesn't have anything which can withstand the truth. وَقَالَ الْمَلَأُ مِنْ قَوْمِ فِرْعَوْنَ. So look at his advisors, what they advised him. The chiefs of Fir'aun's people protested And what are they going to say to him? أَتَذَرُ مُوسَى وَقَوْمَهُ لِيُفْسِدُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Are you going to leave Musa and his people free to spread corruption in the land and abandon you and your gods? Are you going to allow Musa and his people, Banu Israel, to cause corruption in the land? How are they going to cause corruption? Because they're going to spread da'wah which is against your beliefs and your way of life. Then Fir'aun, he has responded. And he said, we will kill their sons and keep their women. We will completely dominate them. This is what we are going to do. Remember, Fir'aun, he used to worship. Some of the ulama, Hassan al-Basri rahimahullah ta'ala said, كان فرعون يعبد الأصنام فكان يعبد ويعبد. Fir'aun, he used to worship al-asnam, the idols. Also, he was worshipped himself. And also, he was a worshipper of the idols, but also who used to be worshipped. And also what we're going to learn from here is, like Imam al-Razi rahimahullah ta'ala has said, he said after this incident, when Musa alayhi salam won and became victorious against the Sahara, Fir'aun did not kill him. Fir'aun didn't kill Prophet Musa alayhi salam. And he did not say to him, I'm going to kill you. Neither has he imprisoned him. He did not prison him. He didn't put him in prison. He allowed him to go. And now the advisors are protesting. وقال الملأ من قوم فرعون أتذر موسى وقومه ليفسدوا في الأرض. Why are you leaving him? Why are you telling him to go? Why are you allowing him to just do whatever he wants after this? And this is when Fir'aun has said, don't worry, I am going to kill his men. All the sons, the boys from this particular group, the Banu Israel, I'll get rid of them. We will allow the ladies to live. So Imam rahimahullah ta'ala, Imam al-Sa'di rahimahullah ta'ala has said, قال فرعون مجيبا لهم بأنه سيدع بني إسرائيل مع موسى بحالة لا ينمون فيها. He said, Fir'aun responded to them, asserting that he would deal with the children of Israel and Musa in a manner that would prevent their growth and ensure Fir'aun and his people's safety. What do we hear these days? Look at the subhanallah, the speeches that are made by the people who are killing our fellow Muslim brothers and sisters in Palestine. What do they say? We are doing this in order to ensure our security and safety. So this is what Fir'aun was doing. He said, I have a plan. Yes, I'm going to let Musa and his people go, but I have a plan for them. I will kill all the men and allow the women to live. And why are you doing this? This is going to ensure our safety and security. The same thing, the same language. SubhanAllah. So we need to understand the present in light of the past. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala told us everything. Everything is clear. It's in the Quran. SubhanAllah. So the same speeches are being made. The same plans are being made. The plans that have been made in the past. The plots that have been plotted in the past. So Fir'aun said, أتذر موسى, when he was said to him, like, أتذر موسى وقومه ليفسدوا في الأرض ويذرك قال سنقتل أبناءهم ونستحيي نساءهم. Why are you doing that? وإنا فوقهم قاهرون. He said, we can do this and get away with it because we are very powerful. We can get away with it. No one can do anything to us. Isn't this what is happening today? We can get away with it. No one can touch us. We are the untouchables. That's how Fir'aun was talking that day. And some people are talking the same way as Fir'aun. You know who I'm talking about. وَيَذَرَكَ وَآلِهَتَكَ قَالَ سَنُقَتِّلُ أَبْنَاءَهُمْ وَنَسْتَحْيِي نِسَاءَهُمْ وَإِنَّا فَوْقَهُمْ قَاهِرُونَ. And just imagine right now, Prophet Musa alayhi salam is going to give a press release, a press conference. He has to organize a press conference because he has to talk to his people because his people have been threatened. His people are being told that they're going to get killed. What is the press conference of Prophet Musa alayhi salam? Prophet Musa, he comes out, gives this press conference. قال موسى لقومه استعينوا بالله واصبروا إن الأرض لله يورثها من يشاء والعاقبة للمتقين. Short speech, but powerful and very comprehensive. Musa, what did he say to his people? Just imagine thousands of Banu Israel, men and women, children, standing in front of Prophet Musa alayhi salam as he delivers this press release. And he says to them, استعينوا بالله واصبروا. This is the message I have for you. Seek help and assistance from Allah. And number two, I want you to be patient. This is the speech of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. Ista'inu billah. Seek help from Allah. No one else can help you. Our brothers and sisters in Palestine, what do they need to do? Ista'inu billah. So they have to seek help from Allah. Human beings can't help them. Ista'inu billah. That's number one. Wasbiru. And they have to be patient. And then he reminded them, Innal arda lillahi yurithuha man yasha. Know this land belongs to Allah. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives this land to whomever He wants. Yurithuha man yasha'u min ibadihi. That's the third thing that they need to know. But the fourth thing that they need to know, what is it? وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. The victorious, the people who will finally win will be the believers, the muttaqoon, the people who have taqwa, the people who are conscious of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is a promise. This formula is going to work. The formula of Prophet Musa alayhi salam is going to work. Ista'inu billah wasbiru innal arda lillahi. No, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He's the owner of this land and on the earth. Innal arda lillahi yurithuha man yasha. And He gives it to whomever He wants. You might be a believer and He'll give it to you. You might be a disbeliever and He's going to give it to you for a while. But at the end, who will be the victorious? The believers. وَالْعَاقِبَةُ لِلْمُتَّقِينَ. Now, the people of Prophet Musa alayhi salam, the Banu Israel, they're going to respond to that speech. What are they going to say? قالوا أوذينا من قبل أن تأتينا ومن بعد ما جئتنا قال عسى ربكم أن يهلك عدوك. Look at, subhanAllah, the style of Prophet Musa alayhi salam. His people, they have heard this powerful speech from their prophet. Yet they kind of like they're not kind of, they don't feel that they have been given reassurance. They're still complaining. Look at what they said. They said, they complained, we have always been oppressed. Before you came to us and after you came to us, we were always oppressed. We were always under oppression. قالوا أوذينا من قبل أن تأتينا ومن بعد ما جئتنا. Is Prophet Musa alayhi salam going to argue with them? No. قال عسى ربكم أن يهلك عدوكم ويستخلفكم في الأرض فينظر كيف تعملون. Look at how Prophet sidesteps what they said. He's not going to argue with them. He sidestepped and he's just going to deliver his message. Prophet Musa alayhi salam, he knows what he wants. Okay, what he has to deliver. He knows what he has to deliver. So look, what did he say to them? They complained, we have always been oppressed before and after you came to us with the message. He replied to them, perhaps your Lord will destroy your enemy and make you successors in the land to see what you will do. That last part is the one that worries me. I'm not worried about everything else. I'm only worried about the last part. وَيَسْتَخْلِفَكُمْ فِي الْأَرْضِ فَيَنْظُرَ كَيْفَ تَعْمَلُونَ. Just imagine today, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives victory to our Muslim brothers and sisters, what will they do? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can give you victory and can give you the land, and then He will look at you and see what you do with the land and what you do with the religion of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How do you treat other people? How do you treat yourselves? How much do you obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? And how much are you going to become someone who's disobedient to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, Musa alayhi salam has warned these people. He said to them, yes, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will destroy your enemy. He will make you the successors of the land, successors in the land, and then He will see what you do with it. And look what happened. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala down the line, He gave Banu Israel, subhanallah, the power. He gave them the land, everything. But what did they do? They did not obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala the way they were supposed to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Subhanallah. فَيَنْظُرَ كَيْفَ تَعْمَلُونَ. And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives us another side of the story. Subhanallah. وَلَقَدْ أَخَذْنَا أَهْلَ فِرْعَوْنَ بِالسِّنِينَ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الثَّمَرَاتِ لَعَلَّهُمْ يَذَّكَّرُونَ. Indeed, we afflicted Fir'aun and his people with famine and shortage of crops, so they might come back to their senses. That's the purpose Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said. فَإِذَا جَاءَتْهُمُ الْحَسَنَةُ. Whenever good thing comes to them, in times of prosperity, what do they used to say? This is what we deserve. فإذا جاءتهم الحسنة قالوا لنا هذه وإن تصبهم سيئة يطيروا بموسى ومن معه. But in adversity, they blamed it on Musa and those with him. They said, the reason we are going through these difficulties is because of Musa and his followers. He was a bad omen. They used to consider him to be a bad omen, him and his people. And then what did Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what did he say? أَلَا إِنَّمَا طَائِرُهُمْ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. Surely all is destined by Allah. Allah is the one who has destined all of these things. Yet most of them do not know. And look at how stubborn the kuffar can be. Look at Fir'aun and his people, what they said to Musa alayhi salam. They have seen all the signs that Prophet Musa brought with him. Okay? They saw the Sahara giving up and worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and turning back to Allah. They saw everything. They can see the famine, everything. Yet what are they going to say? وَقَالُوا مَهْمَا تَأْتِنَا بِهِ مِنْ آيَةٍ لِتَسْحَرَنَا بِهَا فَمَا نَحْنُ لَكَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. Subhanallah. If someone, subhanallah, becomes a disbeliever and becomes a stubborn disbeliever, look at how he speaks. They said to Prophet Musa alayhi salam, no matter what sign you may bring to deceive us. They considered any sign that he was about to bring or whatever he has shown them before, they said this is just a magic. And that's how we're going to consider it. They said, وَقَالُوا مَهْمَا تَأْتِنَا بِهِ مِنْ آيَةٍ لِتَسْحَرَنَا بِهَا فَمَا نَحْنُ لَكَ بِمُؤْمِنِينَ. We will never believe you. Bring any sign that you like. We're not going to believe you. Subhanallah. Can you make someone like that a Muslim? No. Do people like that exist today? Yes. A lot of people today. Whatever you say to them, whatever arguments you bring to them, they will not care. They will say, no, we don't believe. We don't believe God exists. We don't believe that and there's a day of judgment. We don't believe that there's Islam, which we have to follow. No. All of this is made up. Some people will talk like that. Imagine those people who saw the signs with their own eyes. They saw everything with their own eyes. Yet they said, we will never believe you, Ya Musa. They can see he's a prophet of Allah. Allah gave him special signs. Yet they said, we're not going to believe you. Subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us guidance. We have to be so grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the guidance He gave us. When you see things like this in the Quran, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tells us how much people disbelieved. Even after they have seen signs after sign, a sign after sign after sign, yet they still disbelieved. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought us here right now, 14, 15 centuries after the death of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and we are believers today. We are following Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's path and the Prophet's path. And this is rahmah from Allah, a mercy from Allah. We did not buy this guidance. Allah is the one who gave it to us. And also remember, what we should take away with us today is what? The importance of remembering patience. Patience. We have to be patient. Prophet Musa, that's what he said to his people. قال موسى لقومه استعينوا بالله. Seek help from Allah. واصبروا, and be patient. Whatever hardship we are going through right now, we need to seek help from Allah and we have to be patient. Those two things. Brothers and sisters, whatever hardship you're going through personally, seek assistance from Allah and be patient. That's it. If you have those, this is a formula that works. It's a formula that works. يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين. Always seek assistance from Allah, from the salah, from sabr, and Allah will be on your side. إن الله مع الصابرين. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the sabirin. Allahumma ameen. Wa jazakumullahu khairan. Tomorrow we're going to continue with the journey. And inshallah ta'ala, more and more we will discover what happened between Musa and his people. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.